awkward or left out or whatever. And the reason I say this because that girl's video that I saw it stays on my mind. I can't forget about it. Where she was talking about how she graduated college in 3 years. She had a 6-figure job at the age of 23, and she's living in her car. And her mom, she wanted to go see her mom, and her mom said she was going to call the police. And this girl is so sweet. And then she was trying to think of all the bad things she could say to herself so she could prove other people right. I'm going to tell you, that's what I'm saying again. Everybody, we're all the same, just in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I've been scrolling through TikTok a whole lot, and I was just finished scrolling through again, and I came across The Rock. The Rock has been on TikTok live, I swear to you, all day, almost every single, I can't confirm whether it's all day, every night or day or not, but I'm on there. I've been on there an awful lot the past 3 days, okay? Like ridiculously, like to the point where I fall asleep and I had a dream about a TikTok that I fell asleep to, okay? But every time I'm on there, I see him on there live. It was his birthday a few days ago. He was on there. He's been on there all day, every day since then. So I want you guys to know we're all the same in different ways. That man has a lot of money. To some people, he's really, really attractive. He's in very good shape physically. And he has money. You know what I'm saying? So for him to be sitting on TikTok live all day and all night on his birthday, that tells you, we're all kind of going through the same thing, So, I keep thinking about that girl's video I saw where, again, she was just down on herself, beautiful young girl, 23 years old. And I get, where she's coming from on all of that, And then I was kind of saddened because when I went back to look at her video, there were some other comments telling her that she has autism or she has a lot of traits of this, that, and other. The thing about it is that you are who you are. You're made uniquely to be what you are. Somebody can place a label on it and medicate you to death or whatever, and you can't truly be who you are, but you're who you are. And you shouldn't have to adjust who you are so that other people can receive you better. Enjoy your solitude, enjoy your aloneness. And, the world is not perfect. There are bad people out there. There are people that, again, because you're different than them, they're not going to want to deal with you or relate to you or be connected to you or anything like that. And it just, when I saw her talking, I saw so much of me, even her pitch and tone of voice, and I saw the young me always looking for something bad to say about myself so that I could prove somebody else right. Because there's got to be a reason, that this is. But, no, sometimes people have their own insecurities, sometimes people have their own comfort zones because you're different. You think differently. You move differently than they do. The things that would compel them to behave a certain way will not compel you, and that's a blessing and a gift. We're all made independently and individually for a reason. And for people that feel, and like I said, I've been posting a whole lot on Whisper, whatever, not as much as I was, but still a whole lot. If you go there, it's all me. But it's just, and for me, like I said, God introduces you to yourself sometimes. For me to scroll through TikTok, and every time I scroll through TikTok, it don't matter if it's 11 o'clock at night, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, The Rock is on there. He's on live streaming. He's live streaming on TikTok. And I'm thinking to myself, man, if I had any bit of money and physically in shape and all of that, I wouldn't be on social media. I definitely would put it all away because I would put it all away, And you would think that a lot of times just because somebody's celebrities, they have family, they have friends and all that, not necessarily true. You have a lot of people around you, but you got a lot of snakes. You know what I'm saying? So wherever it is in your life and wherever you are, however you're received or not received, be very proud of that because that situation was made specifically for you. If you are a loner, it's made specifically for you so that you can delve into your thought processes, so that you can gather yourself together and be you, If you are people, and I was thinking about that the other day. That's the most precious gift that you have. A lot of times, we look at other folks' things, and I've gone through, like I said, scrolling through TikTok, I see a lot of things that, I can relate to. And I see some things that kind of break my heart, It's people that follow back. Then there's a lot of, random accounts that's, I don't know why they're following, probably employers or past coworkers or something, that's anonymously watching you and stuff. But it's just, some, I try to go through it, and people that follow me back, quote unquote friends, like the system say, you don't know these people, but I'll go back and I'll check out their videos. If I see they like the video of mine, I go to their channel and I try to look. And sometimes it's hard because I see people, with so much love in their life, people with, at first I didn't know if this guy was this woman's son or her cousin or nephew or somebody, but it was her man. Very attractive, nice looking, humble looking man, very built, and I didn't want to that type of stuff because you don't want to do that. So, but, then I saw things about her mom and, her kids and, just things like that, and I started favoriting those under different categories, under family. When I see things that I really admire about people's families, I'll save those things, because in the world that we live in, even if we are apart, we are family to each other. We exist in the same space, in the same world, especially with the internet. We exist in the same space. We don't know each other personally. May never. But, through your content, you've exposed me to things that I may never have access to again, in my life. You've exposed me to things that, have touched my heart or things that bring up great memories, and without intentionally doing so, you get to know people. You get to know experiences and kind of correlate them to things that you may have had in your past or may desire in the future. But the more and more I watch TikTok and social media and all that, the more and more I realize we are all the same, just in different ways, And I see all these stories about these beautiful, beautiful women, with these handsome, handsome men. And then you hear the tragic part of it. Then you see people that look like they're doing well. Then you see folks complaining about, oh, here, we got to do better. There's another person that unalived themselves and this, that. And I actually responded to that video. I was like, yeah, you say that. And I see this happening over the past few years, that there have been a lot of people on here that have done that. But and you say you got to do better, but prove it. Let's see you do better. I'm here and I'm alive. You can be kind to me. You can do that for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have to do. We have to appreciate people while they're here. Appreciate folks. Just because somebody, isn't depressed and crying or nothing like that, or just because, just be kind to people in general. See where you can somehow, be an asset or a benefit, and especially if somebody asks, and I've been asking y'all to check out that mindset video and just let it play on repeat in the background, those positive affirmations said through the voice of others. I mean, that's what you can do for me. Do that for me, And if you feel moved even further, purchase a greeting card and send it to a friend of yours and send me a comment of uplifting encouragement, letting me know that you made a purchase, for my birthday. Send me a birthday greeting card, Do that for people that are here now. So if you've ever been a person that commented on something, oh, it's such a shame that person's gone. It's such a shame. No, it ain't got to be a shame because that person may be gone, but there's tons of people here that still need love and care, respect, and give it to them. Like I said, what moved me is seeing Rock. Every time I get on TikTok, I see Rock live streaming. Every time I get on TikTok, I see Emmanuel Lewis live streaming. It's because people need love, y'all. We all need love. We need love and support and encouragement. Just because somebody's famous or look like they're doing well, I think it's even worse for them because some people feel like they would have to put on a front to pretend like it's all good and they're out doing something that's fantastic, So to me, it's the humble celebrities that get on there and just live stream. You got to be humble. Because obviously I'm not doing nothing different than you. I'm sitting here live streaming, so we have to love each other. And then God bless the ones that's not even able to get online, for different reasons. Maybe they're too depressed to even get online, So love people when you see them. Love them where they're at if you can, But also trust your instinct because the world is a little bit crazier these days. Trust your instinct. And also don't do anything. If you don't want to, then don't, because it's not a blessing if you're doing something you don't want to do. But if you have it in your heart to love people, love them. You can start with me. I need some love. Watch my mindset video all the way through. Anything that you see that big afro on that purple, blue, violet background, click on it and watch it. There's different versions of it. There's a version where you had all these motivational words that come from other people that are speaking what's in my heart. Then you have a version that I had to post to TikTok because I couldn't post that. So, of me just talking about my experience, just trying to talk out the time, But get to know people. When people overpost or they post too much, they want you to get to know them. That's why I overpost and I post too much. Just like that girl that was, posting all her business, and trying to down herself so that she could save other people. It's not about those other people. It's about you. You know, you need love, you need encouragement. And the others that don't, you know, they're probably out medicated somewhere in silence for good, you know, or they have family and friends where they can halfway express what they feel because, you know, they don't want to say things in a certain way that's going to offend somebody, you know. But it's such freedom to be authentically you, you know, and I appreciate being me. And I hope somebody out there can appreciate it too. Again, if you get a chance, you know, check out the motivation videos. Though that's just watch it all the way through. Let it play in the background. It don't hurt nothing to let you play all of that in the background. All those positive words that someone is saying. Or you can even play the one where I'm talking on it. It doesn't hurt for you to get to know the mindset of another person, you know? And if you're someone that's encountered me in the past, you know, at a homeless shelter, at a job, former employer, you know, whatever, you're welcome to stay here and listen too. You know, get to know somebody different than you. Get to know how somebody else thinks. Get to know somebody's world through a different perspective than yours. Get to know the world from a person that's quiet, you know, from a person that's introspective, that's not hustling, bustling, and moving with everything. Or a person that, you know, at times, you know, we're different at different times, you know, struggling to be successful, pushing and striving, you know. Follow me on my journey, you know, be a support to me in my journey. And if you need that same support, I guarantee you I'll be there for you too, you know? And again, you know, you're not going to find anything swaggerlicious here. You're not going to find any Instagram model type material here. I barely even get dressed these days. And it's not because of depression that I'm not. It's just more comfortable because I've gained weight and, you know, I'm not a big clothing person. So it's, you know, so if you're expecting anything dolled up, glossed up, you're probably not going to get it here. You know what I'm saying? And if you see any pictures or any images of me on here, I didn't get dolled up or dressed up for it. I just took the picture right as it is. You may see the same outfit 3 or 4 times in a row because when I just put on something to go outside and then I take it right off when I come in, you know? But you get an opportunity to see an authentic person that's not trying to hide anything from anybody, that's not trying to be something that they're not. And I think in this world, it's very important to have and to see that, you know? And I think that real people can see that. They can see the realness, you know, in who I am and the realness in people like me, you know. But again, there's different personalities. Some people I'm definitely not straight extroverted. You know, I like my peace and quiet, but straight extroverts, you know, it might be too slow for them, you know. But I think everything should be in moderation. I talked about ceteris paribus and law of diminishing returns. But with the law of diminishing returns, we have to look at that old Greek theology that, you know, everything in moderation. You know, too much extroversion without any introversion is not good. Too much introversion without any extroversion is not good. A balance is needed, you know. So if you're one of those loud, rowdy, rah-rah persons and you just happen across this page, you know, take a moment to quiet it down a couple of notches, you know. If you're a charismatic, swaggerlicious person and you happen upon this page, take a moment to, you know, view somebody that's a little humble. And also, you know, be who you are. You know, if you're judgmental, if you're critical, if you're narcissistic, if you're a troll, be that too. You know, be that too. Be that too. You know, any type of interaction is good because it gives you a viewpoint. It gives you perspective of how others see you in this world. You know, and obviously, I haven't had any direct feedback one way or the other. You know, I have people that silently view, and that's fine, you know, but, you know, share your thoughts. Or if you have suggestions, that's what I say. But then I told you how I asked that question and that guy came back and didn't answer the question. But if you don't have anything to say, do exactly what you're doing. Don't say anything, because especially if I ask for information directly and you're not answering it, because that gets on my nerves. But the end result of it all is just be you. You know, and realize whatever that you're going through, whether it's the greatest of positivity, or it's the depths of abysmalness, you know, we're all human. We all go through the same things in different ways. We're more alike than you know. And we are family. You know, we may not live together, may not ever see each other. We may not be blood related or in the same household, but we all live in the same community of this world. And our interactions in this world is what make things better. Or worse. We're in it for better or worse. Anyways, I love you guys. I'm out until something else triggers me to have something to say.